There is a quiet kind of power that doesn't announce itself. It doesn't demand attention, doesn't explain, doesn't rush to be understood. It simply is. And this is exactly why emotionally calm women so often feel unreachable. Not distant, not cold, but untouchable in a way that awakens curiosity, desire, and something far deeper than momentary attraction. An emotionally calm woman does not live in reaction. Her nervous system is not constantly negotiating for approval, reassurance, or emotional safety. She breathes differently. She listens without urgency. She responds instead of reacts. And this alone shifts the entire emotional dynamic around her. People sense it immediately, even if they cannot explain why. Especially men. As Carl Jung said, the most terrifying thing is to accept oneself completely. Emotional calm is not the absence of feeling. It is the result of self-acceptance. A woman who has made peace with her inner world no longer seeks to be chosen to feel whole. And paradoxically, this is what makes her so powerfully desirable. Stability creates contrast. When a man encounters a woman who is not emotionally chaotic, not unpredictable, not pulled by fear of loss, something inside him slows down. His nervous system recognizes safety. But safety, when paired with mystery, does not kill desire, it deepens it. Because now desire is no longer fueled by anxiety, but by presence. An emotionally calm woman does not chase connection. She allows it. She doesn't fill silence out of fear. She lets pauses exist. And in those pauses, others begin to project meaning. They lean in. They wonder. They feel her absence more than her pursuit ever could create. In Jung's view, what is unresolved within us seeks resolution through others. An emotionally reactive woman invites projection, rescue fantasies, control dynamics. But a calm woman offers no hooks. There is nothing to grab onto, no emotional chaos to manage, no drama to dominate. And this makes her feel unreachable, not because she withholds, but because she is complete. Her calm becomes a mirror. It reflects back a man's own inner state. If he is emotionally mature, he feels drawn, grounded, curious. If he is not, he feels unsettled, exposed, even intimidated. Because her stability highlights what he lacks without her ever saying a word. And this is where long-term attachment begins, not with intensity, but with regulation. Not with obsession, but with emotional safety paired with depth. A calm woman does not ignite longing through fear of loss. She ignites it through self-possession. She is not hard to reach. She simply does not abandon herself to be reached. And the moment a man senses that, something ancient awakens in him, the desire not to consume, but to rise. What most people misunderstand is this. Emotional calm does not mean emotional absence. It means containment. It means a woman who has learned how to hold her inner world without spilling it into every interaction. And that containment is deeply destabilizing to anyone who relies on emotional turbulence to feel alive. An emotionally calm woman does not rush intimacy. She allows it to unfold. She does not confuse closeness with intensity, nor connection with emotional exposure. And this distinction changes everything. Because intensity excites the nervous system, but calm regulates it. Intensity creates attachment through fear and unpredictability. Calm creates attachment through safety and depth. Carl Jung wrote that where wisdom reigns, there is no conflict between thinking and feeling. Emotional calm is wisdom embodied. It is a woman whose feelings are integrated, not suppressed. She feels deeply, but she does not leak. And because she does not leak, others begin to invest. Notice how this works psychologically. When a woman is emotionally reactive, her availability is obvious. Her fears are visible. Her need for reassurance is readable. A man does not have to move toward her. She is already reaching. But when a woman is calm, her emotional center is not immediately accessible. Not hidden, but protected. And protection creates value. This is where desire quietly intensifies. A calm woman does not offer emotional access by default. She allows it through consistency, presence, and earned trust. And this activates something fundamental in the masculine psyche, the instinct to approach with intention rather than impulse. He slows down. He pays attention. He begins to sense that careless behavior would cost him access. In Jung's view, attraction is often the psyche's attempt to integrate what it lacks. Emotionally unstable men are drawn to calm women not because they want peace, but because peace exposes their inner chaos. And that exposure is uncomfortable. That is why calm women are so often labeled intimidating or hard to read. Not because they are complex, but because they do not over-explain. She does not correct perceptions. She does not defend herself. She does not manage how she is received. And this absence of self-justification creates a subtle hierarchy, not one of dominance, but of self-respect. Her calm communicates, "I am not here to convince you. I am here to experience what is mutual." Long-term attachment does not grow where emotions are constantly negotiated. It grows where emotions are stable enough to be trusted. A calm woman becomes a reference point, a place the nervous system remembers, a presence that feels grounding even in her absence. This is why she lingers in the mind. This is why she is hard to replace. And this is why she feels unreachable, not because she withholds love, but because she does not abandon herself to secure it. And the deeper truth is this: emotional calm does not make her distant. It makes her selective. There is something profoundly unsettling and magnetic about a woman who is emotionally calm in moments where others would unravel. When tension arises, she does not escalate. When uncertainty appears, she does not collapse into questions. When distance happens, she does not chase it away. She stays present with herself. And that presence quietly rearranges the power dynamics of connection. Most attachment is built on urgency, on the need to clarify, to secure, to lock something in before it disappears. But emotional calm removes urgency from the equation. And when urgency disappears, something deeper replaces it: choice. A man begins to feel that being with her is not something he can rush into or take for granted. It must be entered consciously. Carl Jung observed that the meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Emotional calm is a catalyst. It does not react explosively, it transforms slowly. A calm woman does not mirror chaos back. She absorbs, grounds, and reflects. And this reflection forces self-awareness. Here is the uncomfortable truth: many men are unconsciously addicted to emotional turbulence. It keeps them engaged, distracted, powerful. Emotional calm removes that stimulation. And without stimulation, only authenticity remains. This is why emotionally calm women are often approached carefully or avoided entirely. They demand presence without asking for it. She does not create emotional hooks. She creates emotional depth. Her calm communicates boundaries without words. Not rigid boundaries, but internal ones. She does not allow her mood to be dictated by inconsistency. She does not negotiate her emotional center. And because of this, anyone who wants access to her must stabilize themselves first. This is where long-term attachment quietly takes root. Not in fireworks, but in nervous system alignment. Not in emotional highs, but in emotional coherence. A man who stays begins to regulate himself in her presence. He becomes more deliberate, more consistent, more aware of his impact. In Jung's view, individuation requires confronting one's own fragmentation. A calm woman accelerates this process. She does not rescue. She does not soothe irresponsibility. She does not absorb projection. And this makes her feel unreachable to those who are not ready to meet themselves. But to the man who is ready, she feels like home. Not a home that consumes, a home that centers. And this is why emotionally calm women are remembered long after the intensity fades. Because calm does not burn fast, it anchors deep. An emotionally calm woman changes the rhythm of attachment because she does not confuse intensity with intimacy. Where others escalate emotion to feel connected, she deepens presence. And this difference is subtle, but it is exactly what makes her feel so difficult to access. She does not bond through shared anxiety. She bonds through shared awareness. When something is unclear, she does not rush to define it. When feelings are forming, she does not demand proof. She allows space for truth to reveal itself naturally. And this space becomes a psychological test, not imposed, but inevitable. Anyone who enters it must confront their own intentions. Carl Jung believed that people will do anything, no matter how absurd, to avoid facing their own soul. Emotional calm removes distractions. There is no drama to hide behind, no emotional chaos to manage, no urgency to escape into. In her presence, the soul becomes audible, and not everyone wants to hear what rises. This is why some men feel inexplicably uneasy around emotionally calm women. Her stability does not soothe avoidance, it exposes it. Her silence does not punish, it clarifies. Without confrontation, without pressure, she makes it impossible to pretend. She does not ask, "Where's this going?" She watches where it goes. And this watching creates weight. A calm woman does not grant emotional closeness based on chemistry alone. She waits for congruence between words and actions, between interest and effort. This waiting is not strategic. It is natural. She has learned that consistency is not something to demand, but something to observe. This is where long-term attachment forms its roots. A man begins to sense that access to her inner world is gradual, layered, earned, not through proving worth, but through showing character over time. And this process awakens something deeper than attraction, respect. In Jungian terms, she does not become an object of desire. She becomes a symbol of integration. A woman who is whole does not fragment herself to be loved. And because she remains whole, she cannot be possessed. This is why she feels unreachable, not because she is distant, but because she is centered. And anyone who wants to reach her must first find their own center. There is a moment, quiet, almost imperceptible, when a man realizes that an emotionally calm woman is not waiting to be chosen. She is choosing herself in every moment. And that realization shifts desire from pursuit to reverence. She does not fill her time with emotional noise. She is not constantly available to reassure, explain, or stabilize someone else's inner world. Her life has rhythm. Her inner space has order. And because of this, she cannot be rushed into emotional fusion. Anyone who wants closeness must adapt to her tempo, not the other way around. Carl Jung spoke of the danger of projection, of mistaking our inner lack for love. Emotionally calm women disrupt projection. They do not play roles. They do not become fantasies. They remain human, grounded, present. And because they do not absorb projections, the illusion collapses. What remains is real connection, or nothing at all. This is where many connections quietly dissolve. Not because she withdraws, but because illusion cannot survive in her presence. A calm woman does not reward emotional inconsistency with access. She notices patterns. She notices effort. She notices absence. And instead of reacting, she adjusts her proximity accordingly. This is not punishment. It is self-alignment. Her boundaries are not reactions. They are reflections of her inner order. And this makes her feel unreachable to anyone who relies on emotional leverage. She cannot be pulled closer with intensity. She cannot be secured with promises. She cannot be kept through fear of loss, because she does not operate from fear. In Jungian psychology, attachment matures when dependency transforms into choice. Emotional calm accelerates this transformation. A man who stays begins to realize that closeness with her is not guaranteed by desire alone. It requires emotional presence, accountability, and growth. This is why long-term attachment forms slowly, but powerfully, around emotionally calm women. There is no rush, no chaos, no emotional bargaining. There is only alignment over time. And alignment creates trust. Trust creates safety. Safety creates depth. She does not make him anxious. She makes him aware. Aware of his intentions. Aware of his capacity. Aware of whether he can meet her where she stands. And that awareness is what separates fleeting attraction from enduring bond. An emotionally calm woman does not feel unreachable because she is distant. She feels unreachable because she cannot be accessed through anything but truth. Emotionally calm women do not create attachment through emotional dependency. And this is precisely why attachment to them lasts. When a man realizes that she does not need him to regulate her emotions, something unfamiliar happens inside him. He is no longer central by default. He becomes optional. And optionality is what transforms connection into conscious commitment. She does not collapse when he pulls away. She does not panic when uncertainty appears. She does not try to anchor him with emotion. Instead, she continues living in emotional continuity with herself. Carl Jung warned that neurosis is always a substitute for legitimate suffering. Emotional chaos often masks an inability to tolerate uncertainty. Emotional calm is the opposite. It is a woman who can sit inside the unknown without trying to control the outcome. And this capacity creates psychological gravity. Men often mistake emotional intensity for depth because intensity feels urgent. Calm feels slow, but slow is where truth reveals itself. A calm woman allows time to do the filtering. She knows that what is real does not rush, and what rushes is often trying to secure something fragile. This is why she does not push for clarity. She lets behavior clarify itself. Her calm creates a vacuum where intention must surface. A man cannot hide behind charm or emotional performance. There is no drama to distract from inconsistency, no emotional rescue mission to earn false closeness. In her presence, effort becomes visible, and so does lack of it. And this visibility changes desire. Desire stops being about conquest. It becomes about qualification. In Jungian terms, she does not activate the anima as fantasy. She activates it as truth. She invites a man to meet his own emotional maturity, not escape it. And for many, this is confronting. They feel exposed, measured, seen without being chased. This is why emotionally calm women are often described as hard to impress. Not because they expect perfection, but because they do not reward emotional noise. They respond to coherence, to steadiness, to presence that does not fluctuate with mood or fear. Long-term attachment does not survive in chaos. It survives in reliability. A calm woman becomes emotionally reliable without being emotionally available to everyone. And this distinction is critical. She does not close her heart. She guards its rhythm. She allows love to arrive organically. She allows truth to take time. She allows herself to remain whole, regardless of outcome. And in doing so, she becomes unforgettable, not because she tried to be, but because she never abandoned herself to be wanted. There is a profound loneliness that some men feel in the presence of an emotionally calm woman, not because she withholds warmth, but because she no longer participates in emotional chaos. Her steadiness removes the familiar dance of tension and relief, pursuit and withdrawal. And without that dance, a man is left face to face with himself. This is where desire transforms. A calm woman does not amplify insecurity. She does not soothe it away either. She allows it to exist without feeding it. And this neutrality is powerful. It communicates, I can be with you, but I will not carry you. For men who are used to emotional enmeshment, this feels like distance. For men who are ready for maturity, it feels like respect. Carl Jung believed that real love begins where unconscious need ends. Emotional calm marks that threshold. A woman who is calm has already crossed it. She is no longer trying to merge to feel safe. She relates from wholeness, not from lack. And because of this, her love is not addictive, it is stabilizing. But stability does something unexpected to desire. It removes fantasy and replaces it with reality. A man can no longer imagine who she might be. He has to encounter who she is. And reality requires presence, attention, responsibility. This is why emotionally calm women feel unreachable to those who live in fantasy. There is nothing to cling to except truth. She does not escalate emotions to keep someone engaged. She does not dramatize connection to feel alive. She does not create emotional peaks to avoid emotional depth. Instead, she invites depth quietly. And quiet depth is demanding. In her presence, words lose power. Consistency becomes language. Integrity becomes attraction. A man begins to sense that every interaction with her leaves a trace, not because it was intense, but because it was real. And real things accumulate weight over time. This is how long-term attachment forms. Not through urgency, but through continuity. Not through emotional fireworks, but through emotional coherence. Her calm becomes the emotional baseline against which everything else is measured. And once someone experiences that baseline, chaos loses its appeal. An emotionally calm woman does not bind someone to her. She reorients them toward clarity, toward maturity, toward themselves. And that is why she is so difficult to forget and so impossible to reach through anything but growth. At some point, a man begins to understand that an emotionally calm woman cannot be won, only met. And this realization quietly dismantles every strategy he once relied on. Charm loses its edge. Emotional intensity loses its leverage. Even confidence, if not grounded, begins to feel hollow in her presence. Because she is not impressed by performance. She responds to alignment. An emotionally calm woman does not chase emotional highs. She values emotional continuity. Her attraction is not sparked by urgency, but by resonance. And resonance cannot be forced. It emerges when two inner worlds vibrate at compatible depths. This is why she feels unreachable to those who are used to accelerating intimacy instead of cultivating it. Carl Jung wrote that one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. A calm woman has already done this work. She has met her shadow, integrated it, and therefore no longer needs external chaos to feel alive. And this integration changes the entire relational field. She does not confuse longing with love. She does not confuse attachment with connection. She does not confuse attention with intimacy. And because she does not confuse these things, she does not offer herself prematurely. This is where something profound happens. A man who wants her must slow down enough to notice himself. He must become aware of his patterns, where he rushes, where he avoids, where he performs, where he withdraws. Her calm does not correct him. It reveals him. This revelation is why she feels both magnetic and elusive. She creates a space where unconscious behavior becomes visible, where inconsistency becomes obvious, where intentions must either solidify or dissolve. And in this space, many men feel exposed, not judged, but seen. And being seen without being chased is deeply confronting. Yet for the man who is ready, this is exactly where attachment deepens, because he senses that being with her is not about possession, but about participation, not about securing her interest, but about maintaining integrity. Her calm teaches him that closeness is not sustained by emotional force, but by emotional reliability. And slowly, something shifts. He stops trying to impress. He starts trying to be congruent. This is the quiet alchemy of emotionally calm women. They do not pull people toward them. They invite people inward, toward themselves. And only those willing to grow can stay. This is why she feels unreachable. Not because she is withholding connection, but because she only allows connection where consciousness is present. And that changes everything. Eventually, something subtle but irreversible happens. A man realizes that an emotionally calm woman does not need the relationship to define her life. And this is where attachment either deepens or collapses completely. Because when love is no longer required for survival, it becomes a choice. And choice is where truth lives. She does not build her identity around being desired. She does not organize her future around potential. She does not suspend herself in waiting. Her life is already in motion. Carl Jung spoke of individuation as the courage to become oneself regardless of external validation. An emotionally calm woman has crossed that threshold. She has separated love from self-worth. And once that separation happens, she can no longer be emotionally negotiated with. This is why she feels unreachable, not emotionally unavailable, but emotionally non-dependent. A man begins to sense that losing her would not destroy her, but it would change him. And this awareness creates a new kind of desire. Not the desire to consume, but the desire to remain worthy of proximity. Because now the risk is not abandonment, it is irrelevance. She does not threaten. She does not warn. She does not demand. She simply continues. And continuation is powerful. It signals that connection with her is additive, not compensatory. She does not fill gaps. She enhances presence. She does not rescue emptiness. She shares fullness. And fullness cannot be possessed. This is where long-term attachment reaches its deepest layer. A man understands that being with her requires emotional upkeep, not effort fueled by fear, but consistency fueled by respect. He must show up not to keep her, but because alignment with her feels right. And if he cannot, she does not punish. She releases. In Jungian terms, she no longer confuses attachment with fate. She understands that not every connection is meant to continue, and this understanding gives her peace. She does not cling to possibility. She trusts reality. This trust makes her feel calm. This calm makes her feel rare. And this rarity makes her unforgettable. An emotionally calm woman does not leave scars. She leaves standards. And once someone has experienced her presence, anything less begins to feel emotionally loud and strangely empty. She is not unreachable because she withholds love. She is unreachable because she will not abandon herself for it. And here is the truth that quietly closes the circle. Emotionally calm women do not become unreachable by trying to protect themselves from love. They become unreachable because they no longer betray themselves for it. Their calm is not armor, it is alignment. Not withdrawal, but arrival. They have arrived in themselves. Carl Jung believed that the highest form of maturity is when love no longer pulls you away from who you are, but draws you deeper into it. This is exactly what emotional calm represents. A woman who has learned to stay with herself, in desire, in uncertainty, in silence, no longer needs emotional intensity to feel real. She does not disappear when things become unclear. She does not overextend when things feel promising. She does not dissolve into someone else's emotional weather. She remains. And remaining is what makes her unforgettable. Men sense this instinctively. They feel that she is not standing at the edge of herself waiting to be chosen. She is standing firmly in her own life, inviting, but not chasing, connection. And this creates a rare polarity. Not the polarity of dominance and submission, but the polarity of wholeness meeting wholeness. This is why emotionally calm women trigger long-term attachment. They do not create longing through fear. They create longing through integrity. A man who loves such a woman understands something profound. Being with her is not about possessing her time or attention. It is about meeting her level of consciousness. And that requirement changes him. He either grows or he steps away. And both outcomes are clean. No emotional wreckage. No lingering confusion. No unfinished inner business. Just clarity. An emotionally calm woman does not hold on. She does not push away. She allows truth to decide. And truth, when given space, always reveals who can stay. This is why she feels unreachable. Because she is not accessible through need. She is not accessible through intensity. She is not accessible through fear. She is accessible only through presence, consistency, and emotional maturity. And the moment someone realizes that, they understand that loving her is not about reaching her at all. It is about becoming someone who can stand beside her, without asking her to step down.